Carrie, thanks so much. Well, whether sitting outside on your doorstep or baking inside your oven, this season is all things pumpkin. So our Pumpkin Palooza continues with our lifestyle contributor, that is Autumn Rio. She's going to show us some really great recipes. Hey, Autumn.
Hey, how are you?
All right, let's talk about the almighty pumpkin first of all, because it's really a winter squash, isn't it?
It is, so that makes it, you know, diet friendly, right? Because I mean, I was on the show last time talking about weight products, and now we're on the show talking about how we can get all those weight back on.
Right,
so
we're putting on our winter coat.
Right, so we're eating our veggies when we have our pumpkin, but
it.
probably not when you put butter and chocolate and those things together.
I think it's fine. Actually, you've made quite a few recipes here. So there's lots of things you can do with your pumpkin puree once you make it. And you say you can make your own pumpkin puree.
Absolutely.
It's easier.
You're going to have a better product. I mean, of course, in a fix, by all means, go and use a can. That's great.
Okay.
But you want to make sure on the can, and this is one of those things that you'll know once you make your recipe, it says pumpkin pie filling or pumpkin puree, and that is going to make a difference, because if you're putting a pumpkin puree in a cake or something and then you're putting your sugar on top of that, you're going to have a really, really sweet taste. So you want to make sure you're reading those two words. It'll make a difference. But honestly, I have the recipe on the website. You can make these things yourself, then have them in the refrigerator all ready, or in the freezer all season long, like and then you can just pull out what you need as you need them. So. Yeah, that makes it, and your pumpkin pie spice too. I mean, you can go ahead and make this, so you don't have to go. You have all of these ingredients probably in your cabinet too. Yeah. So you just make your little pumpkin pie spice.
Easy, so we can get to cooking.
Now we're all ready for the pumpkin,
We are. Okay, so talk about a little bit what you've done on the table here that you've created with your pumpkin.
Well, the first thing is you should start every day with pumpkin, right? Yeah. So we have a little pumpkin butter we've made. This is nothing but butter, honey, a little cinnamon, a little pumpkin puree, and then you can just put this on your croissant, your toast, your biscuit, I mean everything. And you can give it as a nice little gift as well. We have it here in this nice little container, and then you could just put it in a little basket, and then there you go.
Little croissants, little butter.
Yeah, nice little pumpkin gift, you know, just kind of start off, be thankful, that kind of thing.
Okay.
But then we went the other extreme here with this little pumpkin stuffed, well, it's a pumpkin chocolate chip cookie, but they're stuffed with caramel. And if you'll see, they will kind of ooze out this little bit of caramel. Yeah. But we actually did a tester last night. We did Rolos, Milk Duds, and caramels to see which ones would make best.
Which one won?
I have 2 kids. We had to make it fun. Yeah. And to be honest, the caramel actually did make the best. It made a little oozy, that kind of thing, and you know, that's what you want out of your pumpkin cookie.
Sticking a Rolo in a cookie is such a good idea.
Well, yeah, and Milk Duds too. It was a good idea. Okay. But here is a nice little truffle we have here. This is also no cook other than microwaving the chocolate that you're going to dip the pumpkin in, and it's made with ginger snap. So you could use graham cracker if you want as kind of your base, but we've got a nice little spice with this. You've got your pumpkin puree, a couple of other different spices, and then you combine them together, freeze them, roll them in that, and these have nice little leaves on them too.
So super cute, but you know what interests me a lot? That bread pudding down
Absolutely, and this is our finished product here, so this is what we're going to make. So I'm going to have you come over here and make this fabulous pumpkin bread pudding with our special ingredient.
Time to make the donuts.
Yes, Krispy Kreme donuts. Now you could really use any donut you wanted. Go use, you know, the day old bakery at the grocery store and pick this up. So you're going to be tearing those up. You could honestly use any bread, but the best part about donuts is you've already got that sugar and the spice, and it's already starting to kind of break down. And meanwhile, I'm going to make the filling that's going to go on this. Found this. You could use a heavy cream if you wanted to, but I found this pumpkin eggnog. So we were doing a segment on pumpkin, so we might as well go ahead and use this. So
I bet that tastes really good.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I want you to pour me a little glass.
So we can have that little part later. Okay. So we've got that. We've got a little pumpkin puree. I'm using the can, even though I have these nice little containers of pumpkin already put together. Okay. And then we have our eggs blended, and we're going to put this all together. I mean, this is just really, you can make this dessert in no time flat.
I'm just
find out friends
over here.
Oh, absolutely. That's what I need you to do.
Keep going?
Yep. Please just tear them all up in there. And really, the whole full recipe is a full dozen of donuts. For this one, we're making a little kind of half here, so we have this for TV. We have this one with chocolate chips. I've got a little splash of vanilla. And again, these are the base of your pumpkin pie spice, so you could either make it easy and have it already measured out, or you could put the cinnamon, the cloves, and that little bit of ginger. And the ginger is what a lot of people don't realize has that sharp flavor that people are looking for in their pumpkin. So it's got a little bit of sweet and a little bit of spice together. We're gonna blend that all up until nice little, you know, it's nice and blended. You could get your mixer after it, but again, if you know people are coming over, you could just take your little bits of bread that you might have sitting in the freezer, that kind of thing, your day-old donuts, which who has Krispy Kremes just sitting around that they haven't eaten, and then combine that all together, and you're gonna put that last one there in there for me. Okay. And then See, my kid took, you know, he had that done, but I think he ate like half the donuts when he was doing it.
I'm really trying not to lick my fingers right now because they're really
It was really hard, but you know, what was really hard was to get this and then not take a big bite. You want to show the
finished product? Because I know, how long are you baking that in the oven for?
This is about an hour at 350, and you can actually combine everything together. About an hour, and then you have 3 ingredients for our nice little glaze that we'll put over that with, which has got a little rum sauce. And it's just the perfect, it's everything that you want your fall to be, with the pumpkin, the chocolate, the rum. I mean, it's great.
Thank you, Autumn, for being here. Those recipes will be found on your website. That's the good news. You can go to mamachallenge.com for all that you see here today. Always good to see you, my dear. Thank you so much. Now I'll send it over to my little pumpkin fairy.